first translation for Waisukana, which was diabetes. But actually, what they referred to that back in the day when it first appeared, they called it Maifaife'au. Minister sickness. Because the first people who became really obese, and the issue started to emerge that with ministers in church, because they were being fed by their congregations on a lot of food, and a lot of processed foods, and a lot of fatty foods, and a lot of sodium-rich food. So the ministers of church became the first seriously ill people in our society. But it didn't take long for others to catch on because of the change of diet to the best life.
Alright guys, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is George Bernard. I'm the founder of Back to Our Roots Pacifica. This isn't just a travel vlog. This is a mission. I traveled to Samoa to sit down with families, community leaders, and one of the prominent chiefs of Samoa, Galumalemana, known to many as Steve Percival, to talk about our health and how our Pacific Island people are getting sick. Back to Our Roots Pacifica is about returning to what sustained us, the food, the discipline, and the culture. Eating to live, not eating to die. In this vlog, you'll see umu cookings, markets, and a powerful conversations about how Samoa's diet changed and how that change affected the whole Pacific Islands. Forgive me as I recorded this in portrait, as this is my first ever vlog that I did last year. But when the message matters, you put this all together anyway. So if this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share this to the world. Let me know what your thoughts are at the end of this video in the comment sections below. Let me take you back to the video. Let's go. Oh wow!
Praise our Lord Jesus Christ. We just went on the way to Samoa. First stop is Nandi. Going to do a vlog. It's my first YouTube vlog. So we're just here and about to board Fiji Airways. It's not bad. It's very clean. But keep in touch. We're gonna talk about, do some podcasts about health. We're gonna talk about eating to live, don't eat to die. Why a lot of our people are dying due to overeating, and the most death rate in the world. A lot of people are dying. Keep in touch. We're gonna keep you posted. Till then, God bless. Okay, we just arrived here in Samoa. I'm here in Vili, my family house. So a lot of memories in this land. This is actually a new house built not long ago by my uncles, dad's brothers, sisters that helped build this house. Basically, the old house was run down and the wood was rotting out. And so what they had to do was to rebuild. So they rebuilt a nice kitchen area. They got me to design this house. I'll show you more tomorrow. It's so early, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. Sweating and I need a shower. I need to refreshen up. But tomorrow we're gonna go and train. So this is my vlog. It was an amazing experience going on Air Fiji. I really loved it. But it's good to be in Samoa. It's currently roughly around 27 degrees, around 80% humidity. It's great to be back in the motherland of Samoa. Till then, tō whāsau fua, God bless.
Long time no see, man. Oh my. Nah, man, look at you. You look good. Take it easy. Hey, who's up? How about
먹어야지. 야, 야. He's doing the coconut, huh? Coconut cream. So Samoa, bro, has got the most dangerous drivers ever.
So Samoa's
safer.
got the most dangerous drivers in the entire world. From all the countries I've been through, Samoa is still the number one most dangerous.
I'm telling you, yeah. Even I'm scared for my life for driving.
You know,
okay, left or straight?
Yeah, we go left.
Oh,
You
left.
know, in Samoa, there's a thing when you see a red light and it says stop, right? It means stop. Oh no, we Samoans, we go straight for the red lights.
Man, it's dangerous, man. I was moaning my first. I've only been here for a few hours, and I'm already fearing for my
Oh
life.
no, man! The worst thing you experience is when when people are driving and you have another car next to you, and then you have this car next to you, huh?
Oh, you see.
And then there's like what? There's like a gap of like 5-6 meters, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
this car comes without no sign, and he just turns right just to fill up the gap. I'm like, oh man, I am never driving again.
I don't know.
here.
Well, I don't know what's maybe I don't know, man. But we're apparently like it's different compared to other
Yeah,
countries.
it's
Like we
very
drive really
different.
good, but when
Yeah.
over here in Samoa, man, it's a different.
I mean, when you're in Pango, you're scared of the cops, right?
Yeah.
Because they have cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
In New Zealand, of course, you get to do a few things, commit a few felonies, but still you get locked up.
Yeah.
But the thing about New Zealand is that there are things that you have to consider. Right? It's all about common sense
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you're driving in New Zealand.
Yeah.
But in Pango, in the US states, for example, you have to like follow the rules and everything. But in New Zealand and I think it's the same for Australia. Everything is common sense.
Yeah.
Like for example, if you're going into if you're driving in Kalgoorlie and there's no cars, right? And then there's a light there. There's a fork on it, and there's a light, and it says stop. And you stop, and you look. There's no cars. Are you gonna stop? No. Common sense. There's about 500-meter clearance.
Yeah.
No cars are coming, so you just go.
Go.
It's all
100%.
common sense. No cops are gonna stop you. If
Yeah.
they do, you just say, "Oh, there's no cars."
Well, you
I'm
lost
trying
heaps of weight, cuz, to
I
be
have.
honest. Man,
I have.
looking good, bro.
74 kgs.
So 74.
74.
Oh, what were you before?
From the very start, remember I told you I was 106.8
106.
kgs.
Wow.
That's how much I was.
Yeah.
Then I dropped all the way down from 65.4 kgs.
Yeah.
And now I'm 74.
Wow, man, that's good, bro.
Yeah, bro. I actually made it to 59. I got
God.
so bony.
Yeah.
I made it to 59. I got so bony, and then like, man, that time my mom was like, "Why are you so skinny? Why are you so bony?" I'm like, "Oh my god."
But the thing is, you look at back in the old days, like you look at back like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
There were a lot of skinny people. Like even the old people, you wouldn't see anyone like obese or fat. It was all, like even the older people had six packs. Now, oh man,
sorry, no, you should see my granduncle there. My man, bloody the fella, if he takes off his shirt, like he looks a bit chubby, right?
Yeah.
But when he like breathes in, you can see the fella's six pack, right?
Yeah.
And he told me back in the day he used to go fishing, he used to go hiking up just to get like those wild boars and everything.
Man.
And he used to carry them all by himself.
That's the real island boy.
Yeah, and he told me how heavy it was. I was like, oh man, I can't even carry a 90 kg or 100 kg, boar. Turn right.
Turn right, yeah.
Wild boar.
Yeah.
I tried. There was a wild boar I pulled one time. It was like 250 kgs.
Yeah.
Oh bloody! My back was sore. Like
Sore.
it was aching. Like just by like pushing it up. I was like, okay, I'm never gonna hunt these big ones again alone. If I was gonna hunt, I better take someone stronger than me. just to
It's a
help
different
float.
breed, eh?
Yeah, it's a very different.
You know, it's because I arrived to Fiji
Mm.
and I was there for a few hours. Then I caught the next plane and I'm just amazed. Like, look at our ancestors back then. Like, they actually sailed. They went on boats.
It's true.
Like it was going down the road, and here we are flying.
Our ways, yeah.
Here we are using planes to fly.
we navigated our ways using the stars and the wind,
Right.
the sun,
100%.
the moon, and we go lift here. And just by counting the waves and feeling the currents, we were able to find all these many islands.
Yeah.
First, I don't know what was the first island to be found, but it was believed by archaeologists that Papua New Guinea was the first island to be found, coming towards New Zealand to Samoa, and then Samoa to other Pacific nearby islands. Oh, it's that one over there.
Oh, that one. Can we stop here?
We are there.
Go park
The same family. Yeah, we can park here. The same family here, ma.
Oh, yeah.
But remember when you squeeze them? They go wave on.
Oh, this guy knows. This guy knows, man.
That's the actual view.
That's why I brought you here, man.
I'll help you out with the news.
Siki.
We'll continue on.
We're gonna buy some news today. He's doing just like a a vlog.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's an actual news. Just don't squeeze it because it's melody. Yeah, that's an actual news. Hello everyone, this is Tiapapata Art Gallery. We're here at the cafe. So I'm just telling my cousin here that everything that they make here at the cafe is all homegrown.
Homegrown, huh? Oh, so you got the taros. Oh, wow. So even the coffee comes here too, huh?
Coffee is
Wow.
everything is homegrown. You see the coffee over there, there's a few coffee up there as well. They all roasted it by hand, make their own coffees. So we'll be having a taste of that. Sorry about my uncle's
Yeah.
This is all clay and pottery. They bring clay from overseas, from Papua New Guinea.
So this is all Bahaya owned.
Not really by owned, but it's part of the program. So Wendy and Steve, they initiated this initiative for the kids to come here and be educated. The thing I wanted to show you is the clothes. There's a certain material that they do their artwork with. So here it is. This is one of them. So all of this, you can see this. It looks like a piece of paper, right? But if you touch it and have a good close look at it, it's actually made out of clothes, old clothes.
Oh, really?
So they grind it. They put it in water for long periods of hours, and they grind it. Then they smash it and then make paper out of it. The same way of making tapa. Grind all the old clothes and everything. Leave it there for how many periods of time?
Yeah.
Within water, and then they grind it. Grind so it become very thin, small pieces, where they can lay it out like a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And now you see kids now making it like it's artwork.
Yeah.
But this is made out of old clothes.
Okay, what a privilege and honor it is to be here in one of the most beautiful museum. It is an honor to meet you, Steve. One of the most profound chiefs here in Samoa. So a question I would like to ask is, how was our ancestors living back then, and what was it that made them live so long compared to our Samoan people today? What was the diet like back then?
Yeah, thanks for the question. The answer is somewhat complex.
Yeah.
However, if we go way back to the first migrations of Samoans, they suffered such arduous journeys, making these long distance journeys by ocean to come into this region, that they ended up creating a genetic freak of nature of the human family. They ended up creating a special gene, which they recently discovered, that basically made the Samoans have more muscle mass than many other um, members of the human race.
Yes.
Because of the circumstances of their journeys and what that basically forced them to, how their bodies were forced to react to that kind of condition. And that created this really weird, as I say, a kind of a freak gene in our genes in the Samoan things that made wounded so that our people somehow have more muscle than other races. And when they arrived in these islands, the only major protein that they started to eat came from the ocean because they were already familiar with fish from the journeys. And so the Samoans, and for the most of their history, had for most of the daily, weekly, monthly diet was vegan, in the sense that they had their complex carbohydrates from taro, banana, breadfruit, but then they ate a lot of leafy, like the balsami also is a big favorite among the Samoans even today. And that is vegan. There's no meat or milk products. So the protein that you can get from leafy products leafy items is much higher than most people understand, because they think that you only get protein from meat. But the Samoans, I think, were very strong. And if you look at very early photographs of the Samoans, you'll see that they were slim and strong like you. They weren't, obesity only came in recently. And diabetes and other diseases, chronic diseases like that, which people have referred to as NCDs, non-communicable diseases, which I think is actually a complete misnomer. It's not non-communicable, it is actually social transmitted. So it's just as strong as any other vector that carries these infectious diseases. Yes. So the social, what I prefer to call the socially transmitted conditions, because people learn from the behavior of their parents. But what was really interesting for me to discover is that the first translation for Maisuka now, which is diabetes, what they referred to that back in the day when it first appeared. They called it Maifai. Minister sickness. Yes. Because the first people who became really obese and the issue started to emerge were the ministers of the church, because they were being fed by their congregations a lot of food, and a lot of processed foods, and a lot of fatty foods, and a lot of sodium-rich food. So the ministers of church became the first seriously ill people in our society. But it didn't take long for others to catch up because of the change of diet to the Western diet, and to, paradoxes like fishing to buy tin fish. If you sell fresh fish and you buy candy tin fish, processed foods. So all of that makes for now a very unhealthy society. And people talk about the big challenges of the day being climate change, and that's not taking lives. No. 80% or 90%, almost probably 80% of our deaths are premature. That's because they're caused by these NCDs. Yes. And that's a big problem, isn't it? Not recognized at all. So government spends maybe 15 million tala, 20 million tala on sort of trying to deal with the NCDs by sending people for treatment to New Zealand, or setting up a clinic here that has a 5.8 million tala budget. And that's to do the dialysis, kidney diamond. So there's massive amounts of money being spent. But useless.
Useless.
In its outcome.
Exactly.
Because they're not looking at the causes, they're not looking at the symptoms.
Yeah.
I turned a little blue in the face trying to convince government, including the Prime Minister, that they should set the example.
Yes.
As they host communities almost every day. At least every week there'll be some kind of workshop or event, whether it's in the village by Ministry of Women, Community Social Development, or whether it's in Apia with, the big wigs from overseas. They serve atrocious food, really poor nutrition, fatty. They're trying to change their game on this, but very, very slowly. Yes. Because who are they dealing with in supplying these people who are supplying these foods in these catered events? They're stuck in their ways too. So the ministers, government, the CEOs, all of them, they're in the mode of enjoying these fatty, sodium-rich foods. Yeah. And that's the big problem. That's how to change that mindset.
Just a quick recap, guys. Wow, we're only 5 minutes into this interview with one of the prominent chiefs of Samoa, known to many as Steve Percival. He breaks down the arduous journeys of the first Samoans arriving and what food that they were eating, which was mainly plant-based food, living off the land. He breaks down about how diabetes first arrived in the Pacific Islands and what they first called it, which was called ma'i whaiwhiau, minister's sickness, because a lot of our ministers, a lot of our pastors are obese due to the congregations and the community feeding them with a lot of food. We even see that today. A lot of our ministers are obese. He even breaks down about NCD, non-communicable diseases. He likes to call it socially transmitted condition, which is a condition of our young ones learning the behaviors of our parents. He says that a lot of people are talking about climate change, about how this is a big issue in the Pacific Islands, which is not the case because it is not taking lives, which I 110% agree. He says that governments spend millions and millions of ta'ala sending people over to New Zealand, going on all these dialysis and whatnot, and useless outcomes. He also mentions about our government, about how they host their workshops, whether it be in the villages or in Apia or wherever in the Pacific, that they serve the people atrocious foods, unhealthy, fatty food. Let me take you back to the video. Let's go. Oh, wow.
Sorry, I think, as I said, it's a complex issue. And my approach now in recent years has been to no longer talk to the policymakers but talk to children and set up school kitchen gardens.
Yes, exactly.
So I've designed a PVC kitchen garden kit set for a nursery.
Yeah.
And one was just erected last week. I think on the 22nd of May, just last week. So, the latest school in Vaiusu, they've set up a nursery with this kit set that I provide the schools. And they then take responsibility of populating, putting the seeds and plants and trails into this nursery, which they then transfer to their gardens. So I really like it when, in this case, it was a Peace Corps volunteer who came to us and said, hey, we know about your program. We'd like to set up a party. Using the principal is really excited. And so, we've published resources about this, nutrition and diet. And that's, to me, the only way we can change the society. It's a long-term view to get the children to be excited about vegetables. Because, our age and the cameraman's age.
It's very,
No, I don't like bitches.
No.
If you never.
And all these commercials and photos to try and, grab the kids' attention, all these colours, different colours of soda drinks and
No, it's a difficult battle. It's not just here in Samoa, but globally. We're looking at fighting a massive industry that has influenced societies all around the world. So it's a shame that this particular discourse is not being approached. There's no way that we're meaningful change needed to outcomes for the betterment of our societies. My belief as a Baha'i, which is very clear in our Baha'i writings, is that mankind was never intended to be carnivorous.
No, yes, exactly.
Mankind had these particular teeth that had these sharp, what are those ones called? Well, they
Omnivore or
Canines.
so the canines, they were intended to strip seeds. No, for humans. They were not intended for flesh or for animal flesh. They were intended for difficult seeds, plants, and things that they would have to strip. And so these teeth were developed for that.
Yes.
But humans, the exigencies of that age became carnivores, became meat eating. But I believe, and I believe, and I think it's imperative, not just for our human health, but for planetary health, that we have to move away from animal agriculture.
Yes, exactly.
So the future of mankind is going to become vegan. Yes, there's no doubt about it. Yes. If I've did it out without resolved in the night.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and knowledge. What an honor it is to. I was also going to talk about how it's like a cycle with our Pacific Island people. Like it's like normal for people to go to funerals every week. Yeah, like my uncle's passing away at 50 years old, 60 years old, and dying so young. Like, and people are not questioning, people are not standing up and saying, "What's the cause of all this?"
It's very sad because the young are adopting the same diet.
Yes.
And almost not caring, not expecting it. Just like it's as complex an issue to tackle as violence against women and girls.
Yes.
Because it's behavioral. So girls grow up expecting to be beaten by a man. Yeah. It's part of their genetic makeup now. They know that this is what they will face. It's a norm. Just as it's a norm to be diabetic, heart disease, heart disease, because it's so prevalent, right? That people can't see there's an alternative, there's a lifestyle that to not go to that trauma.
And if we look down 300, 500 years ago, there was no such thing as hospitals here in Samoa. There was no supermarkets. People used to hunt for their food. People used to, whenever someone would get sick, they would go to their grandparents, their mother or father, which the knowledge was passed down from generation to generation.
Right. So that's the other very sad thing. That's a reality in all medical or health fields in New Zealand is that doctors are very much up to speed with drug therapy, and they're into drugs.
Yes.
Whereas all these drugs are plant-based origins. So our healers were Tangata, they were healers that referred to the natural environment, the remedies. They were able to treat our people quite effectively. So it's very sad that doctors today in New Zealand, when they go train or Fiji or Australia, they spend in a 7-year program, spend 2 or 3 weeks only on nutrition. Yet it's the food that's causing the illness. Most of the illness is what people eat. But people talk about importance of exercise and that kind of thing. But if you're still eating the wrong food,
Exactly.
there are people who are really strong who drop dead at 40 because they've had a heart attack because they eat McDonald's.
Restaurant.
In fact, I think there might be evidence to suggest that people who exercise a lot but still have a very bad diet may be at greater risk than people who don't exercise.
Exactly. Exactly.
So a lot of this, there's a lot of evidence for a lot of what people should understand, but unfortunately, as I say, it's the industry is too powerful.
Yes.
The influence they have now is so embedded. Yeah, it's very difficult to make any traction. Yeah. My children. Keep
And how long have you been a vegan for?
Well, I still have some vegan vegetarian.
Oh, vegan vegetarian.
So that's what I do too. Yeah, but just later.
Yeah.
But Wendy, my wife, is now strictly vegan. She's been vegan for a number of years. Okay. She actually has gone through different kinds of diets, including one that is on raw foods. Oh, that really raw, kind of local. Yes, yes. But she's very switched on to the benefits of it. But the other thing that people should realize is that being vegan doesn't mean you have a boring diet. Yes, it's only poor diet that's not very tasty. But it also means you have to really be careful about what you eat to make sure you do have exactly what the body needs. Yes. A lot of people think vegan, to be vegan is just eating a salad. Salads don't provide what, for example, legumes bring. So people have to know about legumes if they're really going to be vegan. And that's how well we're lucky because you can go into any of the stores, supermarkets, most of the supermarkets, the big ones, and you'll find cans of chickpeas, of red kidneys, lentils, and all of these legumes, which are really crucial. But some ones don't know about these legumes; they don't know. Really funny one time I had an event at university. They asked us to cater for the vegan food, and we did. And one of the girls who I knew was a tennis player. She was really excited and came up and told me that she had a chickpea burger. And I said, "What did you think about the chickpeas?" She said, "Well, I spit them out." So I don't know why she was excited about eating the chickpea burgers when she didn't want to eat the chickpeas. She picked them out and didn't eat them at all. Yeah. So I think it's definitely better that yes, to re-educate our people.
We were always, as you mentioned, designed to eat plants, herbs, seeds, fruits. The way we're designed, because if you look at the birds, white and the elephants and that, why do they not get sick? You don't ever see a bird get sick and say, "Oh, I don't want to fly today." They're always flying because they know exactly what they were designed to eat. Especially cows, especially all sorts of animals.
Dogs, when they get sick, they go into the field and look for a particular bird to remedy themselves.
Yes.
Very clever. We've lost that kind of relationship with nature.
Yes.
It's a sad thing.
Go straight to the pharmaceutical, drugs and more stuff too.
Yeah.
Pas forte que les ballons, pas moi.
You're doing So I think it's going to be good ones.
Thank you.
There's a lot of evidence of really strong athletes who are vegan now.
Yes.
It's one of the strongest people in the world.
It's funny because I'm the oldest in my boxing gym. All these young ones, they tell me, "Oh, you're too old," and I'm the last one standing when it comes to the cross fitness. And I say to them, "What happened to your steak? You tell me to eat steak. I refuse to, and you're eating steak, and you can't even, keep up with the steak." But
that's wonderful. Well, thank you, and I hope wish you the best with your endeavors. I appreciate that. Educating people. If you want to ever get involved with us, I'm going to go visit that school in Rayusu and the Denver. And when the children, because the children had to put this together, and it's a lot of fun for them.
Okay.
I was going to go and visit the school to see how they got on and maybe see if I need to help you through
Yes.
CGs.
Well, I am looking at coming back. I want to come back, obviously, prepared with all the cameras and all that. And because, I want to spread the message of bringing our Samoan people, not only Samoan, but all around the Pacific, how our ancestors used to live, how they were so strong. And
you say come back from where you
from Australia.
You're in Australia.
Australia. Yes. The moment it's very cold. It's like 5 degrees there at the moment. So
a very good friend of his in Melbourne, Grace Vanilla. She's a musician. Works at the University of Melbourne.
Yes.
One of the change makers of society there.
Yeah. And you might also know Russell with the sign language.
That's all.
He's here. Yeah, he and I just had dinner with him last night.
Yeah.
So
Meeting tomorrow, I think, or today. He just bought one of these from me. Like,
oh wow.
And I love these. In fact,
I guess
it's one of these I haven't finished too. So I'm just finishing these. He chose one and I finished it for him.
Oh wow.
It's a Pa'alawatu. Yeah, bonito love. Yeah. So this is the pa. This is the mala.
Yep.
And when you put them together, a lasher, it becomes a Pa'alawatu.
Oh wow.
The little If you put one of these on, this is called senga.
Senga.
And that's the hackle of a fishing lure. Yeah, it's the other thing our society is at risk of losing is a lot of the language. Because a lot of the things are no longer like salmons don't fish with this.
Yeah, no,
they don't make
exactly.
But I'm excited with our heritage artists here because one of them has helped me with this work, and he one day said he wants to go fishing and he caught 2 fish straight away.
Oh, wow.
And brought one back for me. Yeah.
All the way he always lives.
Yeah, well, I think the fish probably respect the natural, not the synthetic, but the natural materials used to make these kinds of cones at home.
Exactly.
To build houses, to build boats, to carve tanua, the bowls, ceremonial bowls. But the knowledge of this is really completely gone out the window. So I've been trying to revive knowledge. I use machines for a lot of my work. So that by hand with stones like this, it's a lot of work to create the shape.
Wow. Wow, nice, very good.
It's a nice kind of haunting sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this was one of the things he was selling. I said, why are you selling it? He said, my father, he was this grave right next to him, inside under the house. My father is no longer with us. He was the one who made up. He used this. Oh. Right, so they're going to Sahafa. Sahafa is like this way you call it. Eating. I mean, he is the man when they're making siap.
Yes.
This is why it's not too good into the juice. This is almost Hawaiian style. Similar one is used for bleaching the afa to make the fiber. It's called sa'afa because it's oh. This is beautiful. And this is 4,600 BC.
4,600.
It's from Sweden.
Wow.
It's flint.
Flint, yeah.
And it's late Stone Age, early Bronze Age. I bought it from a gallery in Sweden. I was really surprised they were selling it.
Yeah.
This is estimated to be 2.5 million years old.
Wow.
Because it is petrified wood from the very north of Scotland, where they're picking up a lot of the first ice age stuff like that. It's from the first ice age.
Yeah, Scotland's got a lot of history. That a lot of beautiful castles there too.
Yeah.
Thousands of years old.
This was 3D printed hands. The original is in Tipuke Museum in Plymouth. We said that the people that we work with in Australia who printed that for us. And that is the 3D model of the stone monument in Otuni that we just opened last week.
Oh wow.
Anyway,
Yeah.
if you got
No, thank you so much for your time. Yeah, really appreciate that. Good morning, okay.
Find a
mountain in Samoa. A lot has changed here in Samoa. The main thing that's changed here is the supermarkets. We see there's a lot of fast food chains here. McDonald's, we've got a lot of fast food chains here. KFC, but it's called DMC. We have a lot of, the issue in Samoa we see today is a lot of obesity. A lot of people that have diabetes, a lot of people that have all sorts of sickness. And due to the fact that people are eating to die and not eating to live. We're so blessed with all the natural plants, everything that was given it to us by God. Everything like coconuts, soursop, avocados, all these fruits and vegetables we have in the land. And yet people still turn to the McDonald's. People still turn to fast food chain food. This is the reason why you are dying early. This is the reason why you're always sick. And as I always say, why does the birds and why does the cows, why does the animals never get sick? They never get sick because they know exactly what they were designed to eat. And the reason why we are dying fast is because we are turning towards fast food chains. We are turning towards all these foods that are imported from overseas. There's off-cut meat that we're not supposed to eat. We're not designed to eat meat. We are designed to eat plant-based food, plant-based. So there's a lot of change here in Samoa. We're seeing a lot of sick people. We're seeing a lot of people that are dying very early in age. We see people dying in their 50s, people dying in their 40s, even people dying in their early 20s, late 20s, even young. People having kids having cancer at the age of 5. Why? Why? It's due to the food, due to the sugar. As the chief Taefu said, that people are eating a lot of sugar. People are eating a lot of things that is not good for the body. And he's right, because when the white man came to Samoa and the Pacific, they brought white sugar, white bread, and white flour. And this is the reason why we're getting sick. Because we're not used to eating this type of food. We're not used to eating. We weren't designed to eat these. We need to wake up. Now is the time to stop the circulation of death. I do not want to see another person die. I do not want to see another person, another family member, another phone call saying, there's a whālawe going on because someone has died so early. It is now time to wake up. Stop what you're doing right now. You don't have to eat that much. Watch what you eat. Get back to our ancestors' diet, which was the plant-based diet. As you heard from the chief, Steve said, we were not designed to eat meat. Our body is designed. You see our teeth, exactly the same design as how the cows eat. Yes, we are not designed to eat meat. We are designed to eat fruits, plants and seeds. We go back in time, you look at the old videos back in 1920, 1940, 1960s. People in their 60s, people in their 80s, they had six-pack, they're working in the yards, and yet we see a lot of people so lazy at the age of only 40, only 50, not even getting up, can't even do nothing. Why? Because they've overeaten, they're eating meat. So it's a time to make a change. Now's the time to make a change. Now's the time to change your lifestyle, to change the way you eat to live, don't eat to die. So I hope that this will wake you up. I hope that this will wake you up and change the way, because there's not many social influencers out there talking about this. And that's why I'm going to be the first one to talk about it. Is to warn our people to eat to live, don't eat to die. So until then, tō whāsau fua manuia le aso. God bless you all, and may you all live a healthy life.